Welcome guys to a brand new video on Wuthering waves. Now in today's video I wanted to talk about Augusta, and honestly one of the biggest L's the devs have ever taken by making Augusta work this way. Supposedly it is not a bug, supposedly it is an intended way of making this character, which I want to frankly call BS. I feel like they've locked this character in a way that they can't really change it, whether they don't want to go into the code of the game and change certain stuff, because honestly Augusta is now a character that is honestly a bit what's it called, she's a bit messed up in the Whimpering ways. That's the best I can say it. I'm gonna try and find the post on Reddit, because someone basically explained the old Augusta situation, where the stop mechanism apparently from the devs is not a bug, even though they said they fixed the bug and then it isn't really fixed, something like that. So I wanted to talk about why this is a massive L, because literally no other character from my understanding has an issue like that. I know some people say, well, it's technically the same with Jinchi. When Jinchi uses her enhanced skill, it doesn't attack the next wave, but it's not the same. It's literally not the same thing. Okay, this character has a time stop ability, and the devs say, oh well, you will still get characters spawn in, but because of how the Whimpering waste works, it technically, okay, I'm gonna have to open the post because I can't really explain it as well as this person can. So let's go over to here, and this person will explain exactly what the issue is. So honestly, I think it's a massive L, because Augusta is a character that is severely, unless you can actually time it correctly with the second ult, you are going to screw yourself. Okay, you are going to ruin your run, and then you have to restart. She is a character you essentially have to keep restarting with if you mess up your rotation, which is not even mess up your rotation, if you use your ult at the wrong time. It is absolutely ridiculous, okay? And there was no reason for them to do this. All they need to do really is change it and fix it. Is it a big issue? It's a massive L. There's no reason for the devs to really make the character this way. So anyways, let's just go ahead and read this. So Whimpering waste time stop mechanism clarification from official support, but this might not be someone who truly understands what's happening in the game, or the devs might later on change it. So I'm finger crossed, guys, finger crossed they actually change this, because I can't lie, using Augusta and Whimpering waste is giving me a massive aneurysm. It is crazy annoying, especially when she's kind of getting buffed right now in the Whimpering waste. But oh wait, there's an issue with her. Anyway, support gave me a clarification about Augusta's time stop mechanism in Whimpering waste, which initially seemed bugged because some enemies wouldn't spawn whilst time is stopped. So here's a clearer and more in-depth explanation after some testing too. So new waves will spawn during the time stop if they are the same cost as the previous one. Okay, sometimes you get a one cost echo spawn in, but if you use your ults and you're about to and more one cost echoes were about one cost echoes were meant to spawn in, even though there was a time stop, they will spawn in, but the free cost echoes will not spawn in. So for example, if the current wave is all one cost and the next wave is all one cost, then it will spawn. But if the next wave has free cost, then it will not spawn while time is stopped. Sorry, give me a second. Or for example, if the current wave has the free cost and you kill one which time is stopped, if you are still in the free cost wave, a new one will spawn while time is stopped. So it's not a bug, guys. If this is intended and it's not a bug, they need to change it, because it's just no reason to do this. Why? Like, this is a character that I honestly don't even see the point of me even trying to like S1 or S2 her, because I'm just going to keep having this issue in Whimpering waste where I keep having to reset because of this annoying thing happening. Anyways, Augusta just requires a bit more finesse on timing and liberation properly. The thing is, no other character has this issue. No other character should be be reduced or be affected as much as it affects Augusta. It really affects her. Okay, if it's not simple, oh, don't spawn in or don't use Thingy's ability now. You want to use the second ult, because that's where the bulk of her damage is. Okay, You don't want to just be waiting around. Okay, of course you can time it correctly now that you know that this is a bug, but it means you have to be more vigilant, a lot more work. Casual players will not understand this, or casual players might not want to put in more work like this. It's just very annoying. I still feel like this is an odd restriction. Yeah, that's it. It's an odd restriction, and something that should be clearly disclosed somewhat in the game, because literally some people won't summon for Augusta if they knew that, oh, in Whimpering Waste you have to basically have to be careful when you use your ult. You basically can't use the character as intended. You have to wait for a couple of seconds until the next wave spawns in, and then you're wasting seconds. Basically, you're wasting seconds. But it's good to have a clarification on how the mechanism actually works. So there we go. So yeah, this is more clarification if you hear. This is insanely specific and confusing. I have a hard time believing that's what they intended. To me, this sounds more like an odd technical issue that they couldn't fix and tried to pass as an issue or feature, sorry. I remember during beta, someone in Augusta's main asked if the time stop ended up like this in the final version. The reply was, admire her beauty during the stop time. Seems that will be the strategy going forward. So people just want to ignore some of the glaring issue, but just because, oh well, just look at Augusta's animation, look at how stunning she looks. It's silly. It's honestly silly. So bug or not, that shit's that's terrible and needs to be changed. As you can see, I upvoted it because it is frankly ridiculous. Okay, it's frankly ridiculous. Okay, their response still doesn't make sense when in some ways they keep spawning, but in other ways that you didn't read it properly. You already said it. Again, it already explained it, right? So first wave in Wuwa has like 3 batches of enemies. Oh, it's such a pain, man. It's honestly such a pain to use her in Whimpering Waste, guys. I can't lie. It's not the same as like Jinshi. It's not the same. If the wave spawns during Augusta Cinematic Liberation, then I want the same for my Jinshi and XY. It's been like this since the beginning. Why do people only want Augusta to get the benefit though? It's not the same, because I don't know how to explain it, because I'm terrible with words, okay? But can someone explain why it's not technically? It is the same with like Jinshi and enhanced skill, but it's so much worse with Augusta, if that makes sense. Yeah. Anyways, this is just stupid. It is frankly just ridiculous, honestly. I don't really care if it's what's it called, intended. Okay, it's just very annoying. And sorry if guys are gonna keep hearing vibrations. Someone's trying to call me, but I'm recording and it's just a pain. Anyways, do I like using Augusta? Absolutely. Do I like using her in Whimpering Waste? Absolutely not. This is clearly an issue or something that they need to know that people don't really like, okay? Some people like it, or some people are fine with it. It's like, oh, it's just a bit of extra work. It's fine. But like no other character do you have to put extra work in like this, okay? We got characters like Falova absolutely tearing up the Whimpering Waste, and then you have a character like Augusta who supposedly is being restricted in some ways. It's just not fun to use this character at all. So yeah, I definitely need to improve my build a bit on these 2 characters, because what the hell was my crit rate in this? Anyways, that is it for today's video. I do like Augusta. I got her weapon. I might not pull for Luno, depending on when the leaks for Galbarina comes out, because I really want to go balls deep on Galbarina. That made on her banner. Okay, that was so stupid of me to say it that way. I might get Galbarina S2 depending on how good her gameplay is, because she might be a fusion character, right? Oops, what is this? Oh, my inventory is full. Oh, that is not good. We're gonna have to fix that. If I go over to store right now, how many of the dupe resources do I have? I think I could get 2. There we go. So I'm not going to do for Augusta, knowing that she has this issue. And even if it's intended, I have Katefia as sequence 2. I have no issues with her. Okay, literally 0 issue. If I got Zani S2, I would have issue the fact that she's still reliant on Phoebe, probably. But when I summon for DPS characters, I don't want to have, and I get sequences, I still don't want to have an issue with the character, if that makes sense. I was planning on going like, I was planning on summoning for more dupes. Let me show you guys right now. It actually helps me out by summoning for more dupes because I actually lost 50-50 like a multi afterwards. Let me show you what I mean. So if I go over to here, so look at this. I pulled Augusta, then I was like, I really want to get sequence free, like S3 character. So I did one multi, and there we go. I lost 50-50, but this is the perfect time to lose 50-50 because it means I'm guaranteed. Now, what I could do, since I've already done a couple of multis already, is I could still summon for Luno and get enough resources for Galbarina when she comes out. Then get her to sequence 2 and then keep summoning for her weapon, because I probably will get Galbarina's weapon as well. So yeah, that's my take on the current situation with Augusta. I frankly don't like it. I'm just going to keep enjoying my Katefia, because literally zero issue with this character. She's completely perfect. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.